Phil Bennett is about to start the match for Wales, who have the breeze in their favour. And Bennett gets the game underway. And immediately it's Mike Burton who goes up for it for England. "15 yards inside England's territory. Webster out to Old. Testing out Roger Blythe. That really was a thoughtful bit of play by this young Welsh fullback. What a way to start an international. A great catch and a beautifully placed kick that bounced and rolled and put his forwards up into this position. On halfway, Gerald Davis to throw. Knocked there by Dixon. Webster. Now he ran into his own forwards, but it's Phil Llewellyn who's been penalised for going round on the wrong side. John Webster certainly went into his own forwards. Alan Old again. This is Alan Old, who's done such excellent point scoring for England this season, and who I think is a better player perhaps than he's given credit for. 10 minutes of the first half over. No scoring. Cat and mouse stuff. Gerald Davis throws. Utley gets in front. It's caught by Pullen. Pullen tackled by Robinson. It's John Pullen who captains the England side in a full international for the 12th time. Neary, Webster, Old, inside to Evans. Evans with a blistering pace. Utley's with him. What a great move. He gives it to Ralston. Ralston to Duckham. Duckham's going to score. What a try. David Duckham's 8th international try for England. And it was a marvellous move. It was this sizzling burst by Jeff Evans that did it. See how he cut through, then the support from the forwards, Utley first of all, then this huge man, Chris Ralston, like a runaway tank, and watch the sidestep from David Duckham. Alan Old with 46 points in 10 internationals. Not successful with that one, but what a tremendous start for England. Peter Squires throwing. And there's a bit of pushing and elbowing, and a lot of the Welsh contingent take a dim view because one of the Welsh forwards seemed to have been pushed out of the line-out as well. Old with the penalty, keeping it low into the breeze. J.J. Williams throws. Gareth Edwards. Phil Bennett. And a penalty to England for a bit of late obstruction, I think. Of course, all the referees have been instructed to tighten up on line-out law, and Mr. John West here from Ireland is certainly having an odd look behind him just to see what's going on as things break up. Alan Old then with a kick of 35 yards. Old, straight enough and high enough. Mike Titcombe's flag goes in the air to signal a penalty for Alan Old and a lead for England of 7 points to 0 with 23 minutes of the first half over. It's a good shove there by Stack Stevens. Pick up by Ripley, out to Webster, gives it to Jeff Evans. That was a good tackle by Bergier. Webster again, tackled by Copner, into Neary, tackled by Mervyn Davies, fed out from Peter Dixon. Now it's Burton. Terry Copner has it for Wales. Gareth Edwards. Penalty again, I think, for a bit of obstruction. Phil Bennett. Slide rule kicking from Phil Bennett. He hasn't had enough chances to test out the England fullback, but he really does pop them into the right place. This is David Duckham to throw. Ralston against Delmy Thomas in the middle. And Ralston got a hand to it. Kicked through there by Mervyn Davies. He could score. That shows what happens when you get untidy ball. Dave Morris got through first, and look at Mervyn Davies' pace. An opportunist score for Wales. Mervyn Davies' second try for his country in a full international. And Phil Bennett's opportunity to cut the leeway to just 1 point. Bennett, big and long, what a kick! And in one single dramatic moment, England, nicely ahead at 7-0, are cut back to 7 points to 6, with about 26 minutes of the first half gone. Mervyn Davies, Edwards, Bennett, Bergier. They've missed out Finlayson. This is Roger Blythe, the fullback. Blythe gives it to Dave Morris, to Terry Copner, almost up to the English 25. Ian Robinson to Mervyn Davies. This is Gareth Edwards, out to Phil Bennett. Phil Bennett over the 25. What a run! And Bobby Windsor was up there in support, so was Glyn Shaw. And that was the kind of running that all of Wales has hoped to see from this man, Phil Bennett. Wales breathing on the English line. Edwards, Phil Bennett. They've missed out Bergier to Finlayson. That's meant for J.J. Williams. The bounce will be important. And it was young Hare, the English fullback, who got a foot to it. He was on the ground, but there was no tackle or anything like that involved, and he was able to kick it. Edwards to Bennett. Bennett tackled by Evans, gives it to Copner. Copner tackled there by Old. That's Bergier with the ball. This penalty to Wales against, I think, Stack Stevens for being offside at that ruck. And it's Phil Bennett with this chance to put Wales ahead as half-time approaches. It just crept in by the left-hand post, but it was a kick beautifully struck, and it puts Wales ahead by 9 points to 7, and I make it that we're virtually at half-time. Phil Bennett, Bergier, they've missed out Finlayson, Roger Blythe, Blythe over the 25, J.J. Williams. Referee's whistle has gone for half-time, and Wales have missed a great opportunity of going further ahead on the whistle, but they're leading by 9 points to 7. They have to think now of the prospects of playing into the breeze. It could be hard for them, but obviously this game could still go either way. The second half then, and Old with a long one, right up to Phil Bennett. on the Welsh 25 then. The first shortened line out of the match by England. With Ralston, it's thrown right over the top to Tony Neary. Tony Neary tackled by Cobner. Gareth Edwards, what a great pass that was to Phil Bennett. A magnificent reverse pass under pressure. That's the kind of on-the-spot instant work that makes this fellow one of the truly great scrum halves. The Welsh 10 yards line. David Duckham having to shield his eyes for the sun over there. That's Peter Dixon with Ripley in support. The ball, however, had gone forward. Ripley charging and mixing the line. And what a popular try that will be for Andy Ripley. His first for England. And it looked so simple, but it was the way he controlled it. Then when he picked up, look at this speed of the 400 metres, man. He really covered 10 to 15 yards there, like a blue light, and this great reach of his brought him the try. Alan Auld making no mistake with that one. Tagging on a conversion to his previous penalty goal. And England take the lead. 13 points to 9, 4 minutes of the second half gone. Dave Morris has rescued that one, but he had it taken from him, or it slipped from him. This is Cobner, caught by Neary. Ball held, set scrummage. So we're almost 10 minutes into the second half. England ahead 13 points to 9. That's the English 25. Oh, another one against the head for Windsor, Mervyn Davies. Dave Morris, number 6, trying to rip it out for Wales. Edwards out to Phil Bennett. Phil Bennett. But it's a penalty. Of course, the Englishman had half stopped. Penalty for offside. The referee may have blown just before he saw Phil Bennett break through. Perhaps could have let the advantage go a bit longer. Phil Bennett with the penalty chance. And that gives Phil Bennett a Welsh record, because he's hoisted his points tally for this season to 36, which is one more than Barry John's record for one season. 1 point in it then. It really is boiling up to what could be a tremendous climax to this match. Bennett drifting one back to his forwards. Glynshaw, Gareth Edwards, inside to Phil Llewellyn. Phil Llewellyn helped by Bobby Windsor. That was great work by Windsor. Morris, Edwards, Phil Bennett into space. Finlayson could get the bounce. Yes, he has, over halfway. Gives it to Bergier, tackled by Duckham. Almost up to the English 25. Tremendous bit of robbing there by David Duckham, who did a forwards job. This is Delmy Thomas. Edwards to Bennett. Bergier, good tackle there by Jeff Evans. Out to Poulin. Poulin gives it to Webster. And here, hounded there by the huge Mervyn Davies. Does what a couple of Englishmen should have done before him. We're into the last quarter of the match then. Ripley again. Webster out to Squires. It's a nasty one for Blythe. Up comes Smith, the English centre. Blythe, tackled by Smith, number 12, gives it to Finlayson. Great stuff under pressure by the Welshman. Gerald Davies, tackled by Duckham. Finlayson looping. Bergier's there as well. 15 yards from the Welsh line. Gerald Davis tackled again by David Duckham. A penalty for dangerous use of the feet against one of the Welshmen. Alan Old then, turning round and just creeping over. And that puts England ahead 16 points to 12. 24 minutes of the second half over. Wales seeking the tail. Gareth Edwards. Dave Morris. Morris recovered it well. Bobby Windsor, the hooker. Windsor to Ian Robinson. Here the English fullback, just outside his own 25. Ripley holding. Webster to Keith Smith. There's an overlap here. This is Alan Old. What an overlap! He's over halfway. Gives it to Keith Smith. Angles forward. Squires. Jeff Evans. They're cut off from Alan Old, otherwise it must have been a try, though they had a long, long way to go. One against the head for John Poulin. Webster inside to Ripley. Ripley tackled there by Mervyn Davis. Webster to Alan Old, but it's a penalty for playing after the tackle, for playing the ball after the tackle. Edwards to Phil Bennett, looking for his forwards. This is Llewellyn. Llewellyn of Swansea. Out to Delmy Thomas, over halfway, J.J. Williams. J.J. Williams, and this could be a try. Williams and Squire, can Duckham get there first, or is it Williams? The referee has awarded a 25, and the whole of Wales is up in arms. It was a tremendous race. Squires 14, Duckham, J.J. Williams, well, J.J. seemed to know that he'd got a hand to it. England still ahead, 16 points to 12. Wales on the English 25. Gerald Davis to throw. Up goes Delmy, but it's Mervyn Davis. Stack Stevens puts it on. The referee, Mr. West from Leinster in Ireland, has had a little look at his watch. Notice him standing at the side to check the spacing. Webster again taking on all comers. Edwards, Phil Bennett. They've missed out Bergier to Finlayson to Roger Blythe. Blythe has J.J. Williams outside him. The pick-up by Jeff Evans. Rescued there by Ralston. Webster clears. The referee's whistle has gone for the end of the match, and the relief and delight is mirrored on the faces of those English players, and natural disappointment for the Welshmen. Scenes of tremendous enthusiasm, of tremendous pleasure and relief here at Twickenham.